Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name is Rose Balbrook, founder at Biomesight. Today I'm going to show you how to upload files from other labs. The first step is to obtain your raw FASTQ data. We currently support uploads of specifically 16S data from a number of labs. These labs are Thrive Inside, Ubiome, Olawal and Somagen. Please note that we do not support the uploads of shotgun data. Somagen also have a shotgun test, which we don't currently support. So what we need are Illumina paired end sequence files. So these are normally at least 2 files split by read. So just to give an example of this, we'll see these are 2 files from the same sample. Split by forward and reverse read. So you can see we've got R1 and R2. So this is typically what we need you to upload. Either the individual files, for example, these 2, or if you want, you can combine that into a single zip file, but it's no longer necessary for you to have have special software to be able to combine these. We can now take these individual files. Okay, so let's get to it then. The first step is to register an account with us. So you go to account, register. You can see the form here. It's fairly self-explanatory. You don't have to give us your actual first or last name. You can put in whatever you like. Just make sure you do use a valid email address. That's that. The next step is to log in. I'm going to just log in as myself to illustrate this. So after you've logged in, we just need to go to samples, upload files. Okay, so this is the new sample upload form that we need you to complete. The first field here is to complete the Bristol stool scale. So you'll see this is either anything from type 1 through to type 7. Just quickly to show you what they mean. Type 1 is when you are constipated, and type 7 is when you have diarrhea. So you can have a look through this and just enter the one that's the most appropriate for your sample. If you don't remember this for the exact sample that you sent to the lab, don't worry. If you are more or less, if your stool is pretty much constantly the same, you can fill it in. Otherwise, we'd prefer that you leave it empty. Next question is, how regular are you? Again, just select what's the most appropriate for you. If you don't remember, again, what the situation was for your specific sample, and if it does vary, then it will be best for you to just leave it unanswered then in that case. Okay, the sample types that we support are all of these. Bear in mind that even though we can do the analysis on all of these, that the interpretation that you will get, especially the ones that you will get as part of the overview, do only relate to the gut microbiome. Next thing that's important to complete is your sample collection date. Many people just come and leave the default. Could you please also complete this, because this is used for your timeline, which you can get if you go to advanced results timeline. So yeah, please do enter these. If you have uploaded files in the past, you'd like us to amend your sample dates, just get in touch, send us an email, and we can get those amended for you. Next important field to complete is the sequence by, which is your lab. Please make sure that you select your actual lab, as the processing steps do differ slightly between labs. File format, the only file format that we currently support is FASTQ. We are considering also allowing CSV and other formats, but that's not yet available. Okay, so finally we get to selecting your files. So you simply click on there. Now you need to select the files for one single sample. So as I mentioned before, you can either select a zip file which contains all of your individual files, or you can select the individual FASTQ compressed fosq.gz files. Open. You also need to agree to our privacy policy. Please have a read of that and then submit. So that's it. There will be some additional validation that's completed as part of the upload. If there's any problems, you will get a notification straight away at the top that there was a problem, in which case you'll be able to amend the form. Now the process is that we send the files off to get analyzed, and as soon as that's ready, we upload the data back into Biomesight, and you will receive an email as soon as the data is available. That process normally takes around 10 minutes if there's no backlog. Occasionally it can take up to 12 hours. If you do get an email saying that it has failed, please maybe review that you have given us all of the individual files, and that there was nothing else wrong. We do investigate each one. If you don't hear back from us within about 3 business days, please do get in touch. We can investigate those for you. That's it then for file uploads. Thank you so much for joining us for this video.